Hey, what's up, guys? This is MJ, and today we're going to get to three automotive stories in one video. Let's get right to the point. The Toyota Supra, is it going away? We think it might be, and according to this article in thedrive.com, all these articles are going to be linked in the description. They are thinking that the Toyota Supra might be going away already. It seems like we may only have 2 years left with the reborn Toyota Supra, the joint venture between Toyota and BMW that birthed the Supra and the BMW Z4 appears to be coming to an end, and there isn't likely to be a replacement. And this is according to Automotive News. So it looks like BMW is planning to end the Z4, which is the BMW version of the Supra. All right, so they just gave it the manual transmission option, and that wasn't enough to revive sales. Somebody asked a Toyota representative, and he said, "We have nothing to share at this time." Uh-oh, that's not looking good for the Supra. Supra sales are down by 50% this year. Uh-oh. Toyota Group Vice President Dave Christ said, "I think if we want to build something, we'll figure out how to build it." Okay, well, yeah, that's what you'd have to do. The Toyota only sold 22,022 Supras in the United States since it launched in 2019, and it sold more Camrys just in March 2024. The author writes, "Hopefully, this isn't the last we see of the Supra, even though this generation was more of a BMW." What's funny, the article is titled, "The Supra We All Begged For Is Going Away." Oh, did we really beg for this? I don't know. I don't remember asking Toyota to make a BMW, but I don't think anybody asked for that. So here's a comment. "I feel the same way today as I did the day it was unveiled. Toyota missed the mark with this Supra. The Supra we fell in love with was understated and elegant. This is flamboyant and gaudy. I personally won't miss it, and I hope good will come of it being canceled. Maybe the GR86 will finally get turbocharged power the public has been begging for. I could only assume it hasn't up until now because it would encroach on even more Supra sales." It costs a lot more money to develop a sports car, I think, than it does just a regular passenger car because you got to look at like all the handling characteristics and the sound, and it's more difficult, I think. I remember when I was testing cars at Toyota, to really test a sports car, like you have to test it off road. You have to get professional drivers. Well, we had professional drivers, but just drivers that are focused on performance. And it costs a lot more to test these cars, costs a lot more to develop these cars. Well, really, any company has what's called a fiduciary responsibility to the shareholders if it's a publicly traded company. They have to put money into things that are going to make money. Like they can't just have pet projects and vanity projects. I mean, the Supra has to make money. Let me show you guys the sales, and this is on carfigures.com. Toyota Supra US year sales. And look, this is terrible. 2000, 2019, a little over 5,000, 2020, 2021, almost maybe 6,800. And then it starts going back down to 49. And then last year, 2,600 vehicles. That is pathetic. All right, so here we go. This is the Toyota Supra yearly US sales. And you see how it kind of peaks, then it starts to go down. I think you'll see similar things with other cars. Sports cars are different. Like they're different than regular cars when you drive them. They kind of get popular and then people get kind of sick of them. So this is the Nissan 370Z sales figures. The Supra's kind of competition for the Z now, I think. Like similar to the Nissan GTR, but when they came out with the new one, is priced around where the Z is. So yeah, you see at about 13,000, which is more than the Supra ever did. And then it starts to decline. People they see it for a while and then they start to get sick of it. It's just this isn't a car that people have to buy. They just kind of get popular and then they lose their popularity after a little while. End up investing all that money not to make that much. And we can't have that. Cars need to make money. If they don't make money, they get the boot. Next story, BMW is using one of those creepy robot dogs to sniff out problems. This robot is called Spato, and it uses visual, thermal, and acoustic sensors to detect overheating machines and compressed air leaks at the Hams Hall engine factory. This robot is the work of Boston Dynamics, a company Hyundai bought for $921 million in 2020. Wow, Hyundai spent almost $1 billion on this company. You would think Honda would have bought that. They're always trying to make robots. But so yeah, Hyundai beat them to the punch, it looks like. Boston Dynamics, they also make those two-legged robot soldiers for the military. There's no way that this dog cannot also watch to see what the workers are doing, huh? They're watching, make sure you're not slacking off. Boston Dynamics robot dogs. I wonder if the UAW is going to like that when these dogs start walking around plants in the US. Let's look at the comments. Is the dog going to be part of the union? I don't know. UAW, is the dog allowed to join the union? I need to know. This guy says, yikes, can it smell drugs? Why are you worried about it, Mr. Paul? What are you bringing to work? Watch Mr. Paul, make sure he's not smoking doobies. All right, let's look at this thing. This guy's got, I had to turn the music off because I don't want to get copyrighted. Oh my God, the dog could dance. Oh man, look at that. You guys were all going to get replaced with robots very soon. But you know what? We don't have to be afraid, the guys and girls who know how to fix things, because you know what? Somebody's going to have to fix the robots, right? So don't worry about it. If you're thinking about getting into being a tech, look into robotics. That is where the future is headed. All right, that's enough of this crazy dog. Next story. Average US car age hits record high, surging to 12.6 years. So it looks like customers are holding onto their cars a lot longer than they used to. So the number of cars aged 1 to 5 years has decreased, while the total number of vehicles rose by 2 million. Oh, let's see. So either more people are driving or some people are getting a second car and keeping their older one. Maybe a combination of both. All right, so the author thinks that the increase is attributed to a number of factors, including the continued impact of the pandemic. How is the pandemic affecting that? The pandemic's been over for a while. Higher new car prices. That's what it is right there. Consumer reluctance to switch to EVs. Yeah. How does that have anything to do with people keeping their cars longer? So yeah, it's higher new car prices. How could it be anything else? It's higher new car prices, inflation, and the economy isn't growing so well, and people aren't investing that much because the interest rates are so high. I mean, even the loans to get vehicles, the interest rates are higher. So not only is the price of the car higher, but the interest rate is higher. So the monthly payment is going to be higher than it's ever been. That has nothing to do with EV sales. Everything's costing more money. Cereal is almost $10 a box. This is crazy. And you think I'm going to buy a $40,000 car with a high interest rate? Yeah, that ain't going to happen. So anyway, what do you guys think? Are you sad that the Supra is going away? I mean, I don't think anybody's too concerned about it. Let me know in the comments, what do you guys think? Thank you for tuning in and have a good one.